Hi friends. So I just got done talking to someone about what I'm doing this weekend. But one of the main keys and themes that have been going on lately is the voice from a thriver survivor. So stepping out of the victim role and stepping out of being victim and speaking your truth. And it's one of those when you're silent treated for so long, for so many times, you get stifled. So I talk a lot. Let's keep that real. But when I'm stifled, I keep my mouth shut, but I don't allow it to stop me from speaking my truth. And it came out on the computer as kind of more like journaling, documenting, things like that. And interestingly, as I'm cruising through all of that, it rhymes. It just naturally flowed, rhymes, has its own little beat and things. It turned into poetry, and it was poetry and facts. And I was talking to someone this morning about how when a survivor thriver steps out of the darkness and into the light to speak their truth, it's not about vengeance or ruining somebody's reputation or trying to be mean. It's literally speaking our truth, what happened. And it's not our fault that the facts aren't pretty. It's like one of those, you don't want people to know those type of things, and don't treat me that way, because I'm only speaking the truth. So when the truth comes out, I'm speaking of the truth. So I was once taught by someone that secrets were made to be revealed. So when someone treats someone bad and it's a secret, it eventually gets revealed. So the amount of creativity and the power that goes behind, I was trying to figure out, there's multiple stories that I've been literally stifled in fear of being sued for ruining somebody or some things, whether it's a organization or a person's reputation. Yeah, leave it to me to get into things that deep. Whatever. We're just gonna, But anyways, I had to figure out through time how I'm gonna come out and speak my truth without legally being sued. And then it hit me when the creativity started flowing and I started writing more poetry. I'm like, this is it. This is how I can speak my truth and be creative and not be like negative Nancy about it, And it's not about like the darkness of all, it's just facts. But the big thing is we all go through life's lemons and have a hard time. We struggle. A lot of people, we all struggle through things, but it's really how we come out of it that really matters. So when we're in it, which a lot of you know I was in a lot of things for a very long time, it's hard to see the light. It's hard to see what else is possible. So when I went to Dubai in 2021, the intention, well, there was a lot behind that trip, but the theme of the trip was making the impossible totally doable. There's no way I should have been able to go to that trip, but I made it happen. I made the impossible completely doable. Not only that, when I got there, my biggest thing is I've been struggling with how to speak my story because I've been silenced pretty much my whole life when it comes to traumas, which is pretty typical. I do what I do because I know what I know. We'll expand on that later. But it's one of those, you hear a lot in the themes of why didn't you say something, or how could you allow certain things to be that way, or that's what you get for putting yourself in that situation. You know, all those things that like, oh, it was just oh, it's an age thing or whatever. All those excuses as to why it's okay or why someone should be stifled. So in Dubai, one of the days was transcending your story. And I went from, I discovered, in April 2021, I discovered the base of what I thought was my story was, it was never about me. Everyone's actions, everyone's words, everything, whatever, however I was treated, wasn't really about me. It was about them, but it affected me. And so in Dubai, we transcended the story, and I've been evolving it ever since. And now I get to tell my story. So excited. So, as some of you know, I'm trying to remember the months right now. December? Yeah, in December. Hold on, I gotta wave at somebody. I just saw some friends driving. Anyways, so that in April I came up with my story. In November I went to Dubai and transcended the story, and I've been evolving, and now I get to tell it. Totally got sidetracked. Dang it. So let's see. Please hold. Okay, I don't really remember, but I do know what I'm trying to get at. Is that I've taken my story and it came out in poetic form. I was on lockdown. Yes, we're back in business, people. In December, I put myself on lockdown to kind of take a break here for a minute, and within a couple days, all the emotions started flowing out, and all of the flashbacks and the memories and the emotions that I had stifled for so long, and it came out in a poem. This poem is not like, I'm having a hard time. I wanted to turn it into a song, but it's way too long, and it's way deep. It's almost like a timeline. It only hits certain parts, but it's still a timeline of my life, and hopping around to certain dates with certain facts. And I was like, I don't know that it can be a song because it might be too long, but it would be really cool as a song. So I put it in poetic form, and I've been sitting with it because there's certain parts of it that are so raw, vulnerable, transparent, all the things. And then I was sitting with it, I'm like, I feel like it needs more, it needs something. And so I decided to turn it into a PowerPoint presentation. And so I've been spending time breaking that up and creating that. And so today is a Thursday, tomorrow, Friday. I'm getting together with a girlfriend who's super talented at just like freestyling. She takes a song, she can sing with a song and go with the beats, and they're singing some other lyrics, and she just like takes the lyrics, freestyle, just like off the top of her head, and just like flows it in there perfectly, like without even skipping a beat. So I've asked her to work with me to see if we can find some beats, take my lyrics, and we're going to put it to my poem that's been turned into a slideshow, find some beats, and see if we can turn it into a song. Oh my gosh. I'm like, the biggest, most empowering project of my entire life is happening, like literally right now. Things may be falling apart around me. I'm still like doing all the things, and my plate's probably too full, which I've been told. I get it, I know. We're working on those things. But this is really important. This is one of those moments of like, take the nutshell of my life, which is really interesting because in one section, I don't even hit all of the things, like trials and tribulations. I just took some major points, and I'll roll out with a second one where the other ones fit in there a little bit better. But it expresses all the things that I've been through. I'm so excited. I'm just like, I don't know, it's a side of me that not a lot of people know, seen, or like some people know limits, that's my new word, of my life, but some people don't know at all. You know, like not very many people have seen the full spectrum of it. And you know, it's one of those, like, maybe not everyone needs to see that, you know, maybe it's not an exposure thing or whatever, but majority of my life I've been considered and nicknamed Smiley, and my positive attitude and the perky and the bubbliness and the positivity and the glitters and the rainbows and the unicorns and all those things, but no one's really seen the other side. I have a best friend, that I'm like, I knew I wasn't allowing myself to be so vulnerable when I have friends, best friends, girlfriends, that when I tell a story, they had no idea. I'm like, oh. I didn't expose that part, you know? It's like, for something to be so deep and vulnerable, like, we just never talked about that stuff and never went there. And I'm there for majority of the people I know. I go deep with people and help them through theirs, but it's not very often, rarely ever, that I chicka switch it. So this is one of those moments I'm like, you know what? This is going down, and no one's gonna stop me, and nothing's gonna stop me, because I figured out how to express the facts. It's not out of vengeance or meanness, and I've protected myself. I can't get sued for any of it. I just need to find music with that I can have the rights. That's all. But I get to speak my truth. I'm excited. So this is happening, and this conversation this morning was just like that dawning moment of just like, you know what? I am no longer a victim. I am, you know, people always debate, survivor, thriver, all the, you can play with all the words, whatever. The point is, I'm stepping out of the darkness and into the light, and stepping on top of my story. It's no longer like a weight on top of me. I've taken that rock that was on top of me, drowning me, and I've lifted it, moved it over, gotten back up, and now I'm taking the step on top of it to stand taller and above my story. So I'm super excited. Good stuff. I really want to encourage other people to do that. We were talking about, like, when you're a survivor, thriver, however you want to define that, it's hard to talk to people about certain things because not everybody can relate. And how do you speak your truth, or where do you speak your truth, or how do you get that out and empower other people without other people trying to be like, oh, like judgmental, you know? You don't want people judging and or looking at you sideways or whatever, all the things, because the subject, I do what I do because I know what I know, and I specialize in domestic violence, sexual assault, sexual exploitation, and trafficking. Those are not easy subjects, people. I'm just saying. But as I was going through my external hard drive the other day, I had a memory pop up about how I was a guest speaker to help educate people, bring awareness to exploitation and trafficking, I was working with a nonprofit and educating, doing part of a documentary for some high school kids. So that was really cool. And I was like, this is how, it's not one of those you just like go around randomly telling everybody in the story stuff. It's a purpose. You have a purpose behind it, like education or self-expression or whatever, those type of things. Stepping on top of your story. And then creating environments where it's okay to speak your truth. Speak your truth, you're heard. You're safe. So Fury, I decided Fury is going to be a platform, create platforms where survivors, thrivers, things like that will be able to speak their truth in safe, purposeful, powerful, empowering, encouraging, inspiring, motivating ways. So that's happening. Super excited for that. I'm telling you, like, so another thing too, I don't know, for the ladies out there, 2023 is rolling out a lot, but it's not too much because I've been working on it and it's just releasing and launching things that have been going on behind the scenes. But starting Wednesday, February 1st, 2023, it'll be Fury's first Women's Whimsical Wednesday, and it's for the ladies getting together for now at my house for all kinds of self-expression and all that fun stuff. I will have gatherings for co-ed, and then I will create other partner with some people, but there'll be opportunities for guys as well, for like guy retreats and workshops and things like that. I'm a girl, so obviously I need a partner with somebody. That's in the process right now. But anyways, I just gotta go because I got stuff to do. I just wanted to share my little epiphany, and things are happening, and y'all are about to find out my poem, and it's gonna be amazing. Self-expression, speak my truth, and out of a good place of speaking the facts, and not with forgiveness and grace, mercy, without the vengeance, anger, things like that. So yeah, have a great day. I hope you all are productive. Go out and positively impact people's lives and share some moments, impact lives, and encourage yourself and encourage others, and keep smiling, having fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.